Job cuts are coming to that self-driving car company known as Cruise. The General Motors company is laying off more than 900 workers after a series of problems with its cars in San Francisco. ABC 7 News reporter Suzanne Fawn joining us live now in the newsroom with the details. Suzanne?
So, Larry, these layoffs come just a day after Cruise laid off 9 key leaders, including its chief operating officer.
I'm concerned about it.
Edward Escobar is really worried about self-driving cars on the streets of San Francisco.
We ourselves had said that San Francisco residents are not guinea pigs, and tech should not use us as guinea pigs.
Cruise just announced that it slashed more than 900 jobs from commercial operations.
Very sad day in many respects.
Technology reporter Pete Bigelow covers the automotive industry. He says the cutbacks reflect further fallout from how Cruise handled a critical incident in San Francisco on October 2nd. A woman was dragged 20 feet by a self-driving car after being hit by another driver.
In some ways, this has been very much expected in recent weeks as the fallout from the crash in San Francisco kind of continues. And General Motors announced plans not to make the Cruise origin and to really scale back their ambitions of being in more than a dozen cities by the end of next year.
In response to the layoffs, Cruise released this statement saying, quote, "These changes reflect our decision to focus on more deliberate commercialization plans with safety as our North Star."
There's really a lot to work through before San Francisco or anywhere else in California kind of becomes, practically speaking, a viable market again.
There are big questions about the future of Cruise in San Francisco.
And in the short term, it looks like Cruise is going to slow things down.
Scott Moore is an associate professor of civil environmental engineering and an AV expert. We asked him about the future of the automotive industry.
We need to set up entities within our state or federal government that can help push this forward in a way that improves safety, because that's really the goal, improving safety and mobility.
Cruise says the company will focus on relaunching in just one city in the future. As for the AV companies still up and running,
Waymo has been kind of quietly inching along. They've been operating for 5 years now in both Phoenix and more recently in San Francisco.
As for Escobar and other concerned San Francisco residents,
We continue the fight, and we are trying to wake the people up and say, hey, we need to be aware of what's going on with technology. It can be your friend, but it can also be your foe.
And last month, Cruise reportedly laid off a number of contractors. As for the employees just laid off, they get paychecks until February. They'll also get severance pay. Live in the newsroom, Suzanne Fawn, ABC 7 News.